Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
We are here with Father Nathan Castle. Welcome, Father.
Great to be with you. Thanks for having me.
Well, Father Nathan is going to be talking on Sunday, June 9, in the Spiritual Awakenings International 2024 conference. This will be at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, and he's going to be talking about Afterlife Interrupted, helping souls cross over. This is really interesting. So, Father, welcome. Can you talk a little bit about yourself and about your presentation?
Sure, thank you. I'm a Catholic priest. I'm a member of the Dominican order. I've been a Dominican for almost 45 years. I live in Tucson, Arizona, on the campus of the University of Arizona. Most of my life has been in campus ministry. So mostly I've worked with a younger cohort of maybe 18 to 30-year-olds, and then university professors and people that love academic life. I was raised in Southeast Texas. Port Arthur, Texas is my birthplace. And as a child, I was in a Catholic home where I was taught very early on that I lived on two spheres or two realms, that I had a family on earth and a family in heaven. And the way that I wasn't just taught about the rules and regulations of a church, I was taught about spirit from little kid. I had my guardian angel's picture on the wall above my, it was, I don't know, people might be familiar with it. It's a pretty famous painting of two little children crossing a rickety footbridge that they could fall in, and their angel is over them trying to keep them safe. That was over my bed. And then a statue of Mother Mary was on the nightstand and so on. So I was sort of surrounded by spirit from really small. I learned early on that when people die, the way that it was put to me was there were three possible destinations. Having lived in North America my whole life, it sounded to me like Canada, the US, and Mexico. There were these places that you went after you died, and you could mix them up, but it seemed that there was one for people that were really, really good and people that were really horrible, and then there was this other one in the middle. And we were taught that it seemed to me that the most populated one would be the one in the middle, because most people are not extremes. And then I learned at about 6 years old, both of my dad's sisters, both of my aunts were Dominican nuns, and they both taught first grade. So I had all of these adults who were skilled at teaching children working with me, and I learned that I could pray for the ones that were in the middle, the ones who died and were in purgatory. I could help them, and I could help them move. One of my aunts taught me that if mine was the prayer that got someone from purgatory to heaven, I would have a friend for all eternity. Okay. She also taught me that God hears everybody's prayers, but the prayers of children go straight to God's heart, and that you're not going to be a child for very long. Your childhood will be brief. But while you are a child, pray for everyone and everything you can think of while you are a child, because you have superpowers. So I combined those ideas, and I prayed for the souls in purgatory. I imagined them being at the bank, having to wait in those zigzaggedy lines, or like at the TSA in the airport. You have to go back and forth, and it's annoying. So I would pray for who's ever at the front of the line but doesn't have anybody praying for them. I would think of my prayer as getting them across the finish line. And then I would pray for whoever just got there who might be discouraged because the line is long. I was at the grocery store yesterday, and I got behind a very slow couple that were buying groceries for a month, I think. And so you just have to be patient when the line is moving slow. But I felt like I was giving prompt customer service to the souls in purgatory. I could take them by the hand and say, "Come with me," and we'd go up to the front. So I was doing that as a child. I did it every night while I was falling asleep. And then fast forward to my early 40s, I was ordained a priest when I was 29. But in my early to mid 40s, I had the first of what I call a contact dream. where my own consciousness, by invitation, I would go to sleep, saying to the Holy Spirit, use me in any way you want while I'm asleep. I was taught to do that in my order. But someone came in my sleep and showed me burning to death on the radiator, the hood of a car, the kind that were made in the late 1950s that had they had fins on the back and lots of chrome. So he indicated to me in that visual that he had died a long time ago. I was only 4 years old in 1960 when this man died. But we began to pray for him. I wrote down the dream. I got with a partner who I knew had spiritual gifts that were uncommon. We were able to go into prayer and ask the Holy Spirit what do you want us to do? And she said to me, he really wants to speak with you. Is it okay if I allow him to do so? So we had already protected ourselves with St. Michael the Archangel, with Mother Mary, with a lot of the other saints, including St. Dominic, the patron of my order. I said, we've made ourselves as safe as we can be. So let's go. And he spoke to me and said, what the hell does he think he's doing just when my life is getting good? Taking me just when my life is getting good. This man died at 20 years old, and he had been taught that the reason that anyone dies is because God takes them. Have you ever heard that, AJ?
Yes, a lot of people feel that way. And they also, when they lose a child or a loved one, some of them get mad against God, and they blame God because of this precise teaching.
Yes. And sometimes I've done about 600 of these over the years. So I have a lot of experience of different people's reaction. Most of the people that I and my partners deal with died suddenly and violently. We very rarely get people who died peacefully in their sleep. And when we do, they almost always have had a trauma earlier in their life that they never fully recovered from. Many people who are listening or watching this probably know someone who's kind of brokenhearted and who's doing the best they can to navigate the rest of their life, but without joy. That happens to people. And so sometimes they cross, hoping that if they believe in an afterlife, hoping that all will be well, that it'll be a reset. And sometimes they learn that, well, it can be, but you still have to take part.
Well, Father Nathan is going to be talking on Sunday, June 9, in the Spiritual Awakenings International 2024 conference. This will be on 3:30 p.m. Eastern, and he's going to be talking about Afterlife Interrupted, helping souls cross over. This is going to be the Spiritual Awakenings International Online Conference 2024, Spiritual Awakening, the Dawn of Expanded Consciousness. It's going to be Saturday and Sunday, June 8 and 9, 2024, and there will be 40 outstanding speakers from 14 different countries, including groundbreaking Circle of Honor speakers, Raymond Moody, Yvonne Kason, Francis Liu, Alexander Moreira. There will be 19 enlightening sessions on all types of spiritually transformative experiences.
And people can register at the Spiritual Awakenings International website, which is spiritualawakeningsinternational.org, or our special conference URL. You can also register at spiritualconference.org. So that's spiritualconference.org. I hope to see you all there.
Yes, me too. People can register now, so I'll see you there.
Have you ever had a mystical experience? Perhaps a near-death experience or something extraordinary you don't understand? And has this made you feel confused, isolated, or misunderstood? You are not alone. At Spiritual Awakenings International, we know how you feel. Each day, more of us are having these and other spiritually transformative experiences, a term coined by its president, Dr. Yvonne Kason, which includes near-death experiences, mystical experiences, Kundalini awakenings, and psychic experiences, among others. Spiritual Awakenings International is a non-profit, multi-faith, worldwide network interested in raising global spiritual awareness. Join us and participate in our free online featured speaker events and our experiencers sharing circles, where you will meet with others like you and share in a supportive environment. Visit our website and join our growing family today. Spiritual Awakenings International, bringing us together.